Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jules and I'm super excited to have you here because today's topic will be on awakening the real you. There comes a moment in life when you realize the person you've been is not the person you want to be. I've had this realization when my career was nowhere near where I wanted it to be, where my relationships were suffering and they weren't what I wanted them to be, when my health was not great, when my goals didn't exist, where everything in my life seemed to be going the wrong direction, and I just said enough. I was unhealthy, I was unmotivated, I was in debt, I didn't have a job, and I was in a toxic relationship with no goals or anything to look forward to. I said no more. This is not who I'm meant to be. We are divine and incredible beings. Are you hungry for better? Are you tired of your current circumstances? See, this is a powerful and sometimes painful awakening, a realization that habits you've clung to, the beliefs you've carried, and the actions you've taken are no longer serving you. But here is the beauty of being human. You can reinvent yourself. You can awaken the real you and leave the old self behind and step into the person you've always dreamed of becoming. We shed the bad habits. We abandon the limiting beliefs. We release everything that holds us back. And in doing so, we create something extraordinary, a new self built with intention, designed to reflect the life we truly want. Now, this isn't just an idea, it's a reality. And we know it's possible because the world is full of people who have done it before us. Take David Goggins, for example. He tells his story in a way that's really inspiring. At one point in his life, David was overweight, depressed, and working a dead-end job as an exterminator. He describes coming home from work every single night, sitting on the couch and eating massive amounts of food to numb his pain. And one day he turned on the TV and saw a documentary about the Navy SEALs. He watched in awe as these men pushed through grueling training, their strength and resilience inspiring something deep within him. That night, he looked in the mirror and couldn't stand the person staring back at him. He saw a man who was letting his potential slip away. David made a decision to kill the old version of himself, and he set a goal to become a Navy SEAL. But he didn't just wish for it, he attacked it with an unrelenting discipline and mental toughness. The next day, he was determined to start his transformation, so he went out for a run. But halfway through, his body gave out. He couldn't finish. Feeling defeated, he walked back home. This moment could have been the end of his journey, but it wasn't. David didn't let one failure define him. He kept going, pushing through every mistake and every challenge and every setback. He transformed his life through sheer determination, becoming not only a Navy SEAL, but one of the toughest and most accomplished endurance athletes alive. David didn't just change his habits, he completely reinvented himself. Or we can take the story of Paul in the Bible, for example. Paul was once Saul, a man who persecuted Christians. He was feared and despised, living a life far from love and grace. But one day, on the road to Damascus, he had a divine encounter that changed everything. He was struck blind, and in his darkness, he found light. Saul became Paul, a man who spread the message of love, redemption, and faith across the world. Paul's transformation reminds us that no matter how far we've strayed, no matter what we've done, we can change. We can be reborn. These stories aren't exceptions, they're examples of what's possible. Transformation isn't reserved for the famous, the strong, or the privileged. It's for you. It's for anyone willing to do the work, to face their fears, and to let go of the past. To awaken the real you, you must first confront the old you. Who have you been? What habits or beliefs or actions have been holding you back? You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Look in the mirror and identify the version of you that no longer serves your highest potential. It's not about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness. You can't change what you can't what you don't acknowledge, what you can't acknowledge. Next, you must decide who you want to become. Imagine the ideal version of yourself. How does that person think? How do they act? What habits do they have? What beliefs do they hold? And be specific. Paint a vivid picture in your mind. The more detailed your vision, the easier it will be to step into it. Your subconscious mind is your greatest tool in this transformation. It takes everything you feed it, whether positive or negative, and works to make it your reality. When you visualize the person you want to become, you are programming your subconscious to guide you toward that vision. But it doesn't stop there. You must also align your vibrations, the energy you emit with the energy of the life that you want to create. When you raise your vibrations by focusing on gratitude, positivity, and possibility, you become a magnet for the things that you desire. And then comes the hardest part for all of us, which is taking action. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's not a single moment of change, but a series of consistent decisions. Every day, you must choose the new you over the old you. When the old habits try to creep back in, you must remind yourself of your vision. When fear or doubt arises, you must push through it. When you stumble, you must get back up and keep going. But here's the truth. You will fail along the way. There will be days when the old self fights to take over. There will be moments when you make mistakes, when you feel like giving up, when progress seems impossibly slow. But transformation is not about being perfect. It's about being so committed to your vision that no failure, no setback, no challenge can stop you. It's about understanding that the person you are becoming is forged in the fire of time and consistency. Each step, each stumble, each decision to keep going shapes you into the new self you've envisioned. It's not the destination that transforms you. It's the journey itself. And that journey cannot be rushed. It requires patience. It requires resilience and unwavering dedication. Remember this, your brain is wired for habits. The old self won't disappear immediately. But every time you choose the new you, you weaken the grip of the old one. And over time, the new you becomes your reality. When you pair this with intentional subconscious programming and a high vibration, you accelerate the process. Your thoughts become clearer, your actions more purposeful, and your transformation more powerful. It's important to note that this journey requires patience and self-compassion. You will face challenges. You will have days when it feels impossible, but these moments are part of the process. They are that fire through which you are forged. Embrace them, for they are shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Transformation also requires faith. Faith in yourself and faith in the process. Believe that you have the power to change. Believe you are capable of more. Believe that your best self is waiting for you to awaken. Look at the stories of those who have transformed their lives. Let them inspire you. But remember, your story is uniquely yours. You don't need to become David Goggins or Paul or anyone else. You need to become the truest version of yourself. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you. So today, I challenge you to take the first step. Identify one habit, one belief, one action that belongs to the old you and commit to letting it go. Replace it with something that aligns with the person you want to become. And tomorrow, do it again. And then the next day. And then the next. This is how you awaken the real you. Not by wishing for change, but by creating it. Not by following the crowd, but by stepping into your own power. Not by clinging to the past, but by embracing the future. Your transformation begins now. Shed the old you and build the new. Awaken the real you. Now, if you liked this message, please share with other people and subscribe to my channel. My goal is to help you in your self-help journey to have the life that you want and to become the person that you want to become. I'm passionate about this because this is exactly what I've done, and I know that the reward is worth fighting for. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you subscribe or share this message if it was valuable or impactful for you.